This is really heartwarming, right? I believe the support from our partners and friends give you more strength and faith in the competition tomorrow and reinforce your passion in pursuing science. Apart from the cheering words from different state and organization representatives, we also invited the Gold Award winners last year to share with you all their experience and some tips in science competition. Without further ado, let us welcome the first speaker, Samyak Shrimali from the United States. Due to the time zone differences, Samyak couldn't join us tonight, but he has prepared a pre-recorded video for us.
Hi, all participants of the Global Youth Science and Technology Bowl. I hope everyone is doing great and is very excited to be participating in this year's competition. I'm Samyak Shrimali, and I won the Gold Award in last year's competition for my project Sanjeevani, a novel automated system for hospital-acquired infection monitoring and prevention. Looking back, I would say my experience at GYSTB was exceptional. Like a lot of you, I was immensely excited for this opportunity to present my project to industry experts and get feedback on how I could improve it and which aspects could I improve. So presenting my research at this competition not only provided me with a great platform to showcase all of the hard work I've been doing and learn from other brilliant young students about various different science topics, but I also learned a number of key takeaways from my project journey that I will share with you shortly. So I hope that all of you have the same experience that I did last year, and let me dive a little bit deeper into my story. So from a young age, I started experimenting with many science-based creations, like building different types of robots with Lego Mindstorms EV3, doing DIY projects like building an automatic coin sorter, and thinking of novel ways to solve even the most minute problems in our world. So from a young age, I started experimenting with many science-based creations like building different types of robots using Lego Mindstorms EV3, doing DIY projects like building an automatic coin sorter, and thinking of novel ways to solve even the most minute of problems in our world. So I got my initial inspiration for Sanjeevani after my mom got sick in a trip to India and acquired a hospital-acquired infection. So in this trip, my mom actually suffered 3 nights fighting this hospital-acquired infection, and I was constantly thinking of ways to solve this problem and brainstorm exactly why hospital-acquired infections spread in hospitals and what is the main root cause of them. So I was filled with passion to solve this problem so nobody else had to suffer like my mother. And at the end of the day, my mother came out on top of this infection, but after consulting with doctors, nurses, and staff, I realized that more than 100,000 people each year don't come out on top of this infection, and more than 100,000 people each year die. So this was a life-changing experience for me, with empathy, compassion towards these millions of people who suffer from these infections every day. My innovative mindset kicked in, and here's the first key takeaway that I want to give you. So I think you should always work with empathy and compassion and always have something like a key event or person that drives you and that motivates you to innovate to success. So I know a lot of you, like me, focus your research on specific problem and try to connect that problem with a problem, with the overlying problem statement, and think from that perspective of the people who suffered through it. So this small change in your mindset will significantly increase the potential of your research and significantly help you work at a much higher level than you have previously worked at. So now getting back to the story, after further research, I learned that poor hand hygiene was the primary reason for the spreading of these infections, and that WHO has stipulated very strict hand hygiene guidelines for hospitals, but there are no effective tools currently employed in hospitals to monitor and enforce hand hygiene compliance. So I focused on developing a tool to monitor and enforce hand hygiene compliance in hospitals, all in all to reduce rates of hospital-acquired infections. So looking back, if I never participated in any of the competitions that I participated in from a young age, I don't think I would have ever innovated and developed Sanjeevani. So here's my second key takeaway. I believe that big ideas start from small things and really add up exponentially. So you should always be prepared for many challenges and not give up on initial failure, because failure, as we know as innovators, is just part of the process for any innovation, and there are going to be times when you feel overwhelmed and unsure if you can reach your goal. But at such times, I think you should just not let your emotions get a hold of you. You should stay positive, learn from your mistakes, and just keep working hard. And this will definitely help you reach your final goal as innovators. So I want to leave you with this. Just keep questioning, keep thinking, and remember that every one of you has a great project, no matter the result of this competition. Stay healthy, and most importantly, during this COVID-19 pandemic, my request and advice to everyone is to continue to wash your hands, sanitize your hands frequently, because we all know that the coronavirus is at a spike again, and with proper hand hygiene, it is the best method for combating it. So clean hands save lives, so let us all make hand hygiene a priority. Thank you, and best wishes for GYSTB 2022.
Thank you so much, Samyak, for his sharing. The pandemic actually stimulates a lot of ideas despite the distance it creates. So I hope you got inspired by Samyak and encouraged for the finals.